about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Clemson Tigers return team didn't help matters out much there. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls. You play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Smashes through, and he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. I'm not sure you have much in the script to convert a third and this long on the opening drive. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
You can't start a game any better on defense. You talk about wanting to be great on third down and wanting to create turnovers. They did both. On the first third down of the game, they get a pick.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Going up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bernard. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown tie. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Maffa. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Clemson is quick to the line.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Much more manageable situation for this offense after the penalty. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Klubnik. Swings it out to the flat. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He's going to pass on second down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
Third down play from the gun. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Finds his man enough for the first. Touchdown, Tigers. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Flips it out to the back. He is stopped short of the goal line. Denied on that two-point conversion attempt, and this game is still tied. They want to go for back-to-back scores. They're lining up for the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
I'm not trying to catch the ball as a defensive back all the time. I'm just making sure you don't catch it. Great job getting a deflection, fight through the hands, make sure he can't put his hands together to try to catch that football.
He caught it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, first and goal.
And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knocked him down at the 3.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Alabama!
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Offense set on first down. Here's the handoff. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And the Tigers in the hurry-up. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. He's going to pass. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, this quarterback is going to have to be precise with his timing and his accuracy. He's already thrown a pick. That one got swatted away, guys. We're only in the first quarter. These windows are tiny to throw into.
They're going to throw it again. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Man, what a rough start for this quarterback. Already throwing one interception, throwing another ball in harm's way. They got to find a way to settle him down a little bit, maybe give him some easier throws because his decision-making so far has not been good.
Running back searching for a hole. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the ball is intercepted. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Fires into the end zone. And that pass picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback were smaller, and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply went out.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. And it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll go with a direct snap. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough. And now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. A field goal here would make it a two-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the two-point conversion.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. 2nd interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
The offense set for a 1st down play. Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Haynes. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
That's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. To the air, it's Milroe. Takes the easy one to the back. Touchdown, Bama! A great catch and run for 6.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the 2-point try. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's Lapa. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field. And
it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown tie. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Line gets set, first down. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Give to the running back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. Shotgun snap on third down. Caught in the backfield, it's Adams. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The incompletion on first down, now they face a 2nd and 10 from the 31.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Henderson. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground. Shakes off the tackle. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get the juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down for this offense. give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Fires to the middle. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Spins away from the defender.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Pulls it in. It's Miller. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Maffa. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. The D coordinator's got to love that.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice. When you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone, everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Bama! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. It's a fake. Holder looking to throw. And it's complete. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Maffa. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They're bringing heat. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Now on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Fires into traffic. Picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its O.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Slips away. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. On second down, wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Alabama pushing the tempo. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pass is intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Pass on the way. It's picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Fires to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now. We got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the...
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Really need positive yards on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking left. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Fires to the middle. And that pass intercepted. Trying to take it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And it's been a battle of wills between these 2 teams through 2 quarters. Bend but don't break. They've managed to neutralize the explosive playmakers on each side by shutting down passing windows and providing tight coverage. Forget the Jimmies and Joes. This second half could really be about the X's and O's. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
They get him down after he makes the catch. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Got it in the middle, it's Bernard. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And I think in today's era of college football, we get enamored with the jet sweep. It's exciting. You're getting this wide receiver involved in the run game, but sometimes it's just better to go old school and just run the football conventionally north-south.
Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Alabama quickly back to the line. On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. And his fifth interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback checking the play. They'll keep it on the ground. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. He'll call for the fair catch here. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. To the air, it's Milroe. He lofts one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Haynes.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football.
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The running back has it. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down line.
All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. No huddle offense to the line. Power football with the run. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
It's a nice gain, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional, and they're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And how about the run play on 4th and 3 to 4? A lot of times you see that's a pass play nowadays. They run the football, they stick to what they do well, they know where the first down marker is, and they get the first down.
A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Clemson jumps to the line. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Caught behind the line. It's Maffa. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Makes the grab. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops. Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score Alabama.
That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Split backs here. Running back goes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move to keep running. there to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Milroe. Dances away. The throw. Zings it complete to the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down.
Touchdown tie! And the punishment has been extended.
Alabama, number 2, with the carry.
He'll try to tack on one more.
Is on for the extra point.
He'll set up to forget the kick. He's going to throw it. And he'll be brought down.
The 2-point attempt is no good.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
60, Clemson, 12.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll leave it with him. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Going to run it. It's Maffa. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Makes the grab well past the sticks. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. He finds his man. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the ball is picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
He's looking to throw it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Alabama pushing the tempo. On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires complete on the crosser. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Grabbed in the middle. It's Henderson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They keep attacking through the air. Snags it. Touchdown, Alabama! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Clemson, 12.
He'll bring it out. It's Maffa. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll throw it on first down. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Love the grab just past the first down line to allow the drive to continue, so that's a nice play by the QB and receiver there.
He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
A 3rd and long coming up here. To throw, it's Klubnik. Release to the back. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Ready to try the point after. They want to throw. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got some room to run. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab on the right. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Now on the option. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Wants to throw on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he reels it in inside the 30. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. On the ground, it's Haynes. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Throws toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Maffa. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, Dave.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He'll try to take it back.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Looking to throw, it's Milroe. He'll take a deep shot here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going at